This year, large tracts of land in China and Africa simply blew away. When land is stripped bare or robbed of rain by climate change, it often turns to desert. April 16th, 2006, Beijing, China. A giant dust storm hits the city. 15 million residents wake to find the streets covered in around 300,000 tons of thick red-brown dust. Hospitals report a jump in breathing and eye problems. Until 1950, China had a dust storm about every 30 years. In 2006, Beijing has had 10. 5 decades of growing population, intensifying agriculture, and lower rainfall has converted fertile land to dust. More desert means more dust storms, and the promise of more disruption in large cities. To knock back the creeping desert, the Chinese mobilize a special force of part-time rainmakers. Farmers and former soldiers fire shells full of silver iodide into the clouds. Moisture condenses around the chemical particles, creating raindrops. China's rain force numbers over 3,000, backed up by 30 aircraft and thousands of rocket launchers and cannon. In 2006, they'll produce 275 billion cubic yards of rain, about equal to half of Lake Erie. In spite of the effort, China now has 2.5 times more desert than farmland, and the desert is steadily moving eastwards, eating up fertile land. In 2006, deserts expanded, especially in Africa, in a process called desertification. Wangari Maathai.
For me, losing land through soil erosion, through desertification, is a major crisis. To demonstrate the significance of what is happening on the land this year, astronauts observed that there was a lot of dust rising from the surface of the African continent. And that image really made me sit up, and I said, oh my God, by the time that kind of image is visible, imagine what is happening on the ground.
A big contributor to spreading deserts is decimation of scrubland and forests. Trees are like anchors, stabilizing soil and holding moisture in the ground. But in 2006, forests have continued to disappear worldwide. Africa alone lost more than 15,000 square miles. That's an area about the size of Switzerland. This can speed climate change because trees act like super filters, absorbing carbon dioxide and releasing oxygen. So forests are a huge asset in the fight against global warming. Except when they burn. October 27th, 2006, Southern California. A huge wildfire set by arsonists explodes, killing 5 firefighters. The inferno scorches 40 square miles. It's another giant blaze in what is the worst fire season on record. This year, more than 14,000 square miles have gone up in smoke. A large tree can breathe in over 40 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. So losing forests to fire or to logging reduces the planet's ability to heal the changing atmosphere. Regardless of where trees are lost, the remedy is the same. Plant more. In October, in Kenya, the Greenbelt movement, founded by Wangari Maathai 30 years ago, began a massive campaign to plant 2 million trees. The new trees will absorb nearly 900,000 tons of carbon dioxide in the next 10 years. That will offset the emissions created by around 220,000 cars. Though the trees can help limit climate change, their real power in Kenya has been helping social change. The program is run by and employs women and provides them with a sustainable supply of firewood.
The tree became a symbol, an entry point, and a symbol of hope of what people can do for themselves. Certainly, we plant trees, but we also plant seeds of hope.
Planting trees is like a salve on the irritated land, but in a surprising connection, more trees could also help the oceans.